Okay, Renee, let's start your test with questions about yourself, mostly. So let's talk about where you live. Do you live in a house or a flat?
So I'm currently living in a flat in Taeho district.
Which is your favorite room in the house?
I think it's my room. It's definitely because I can do everything in there, like very satisfying.
And how much time do you spend in this room and why?
I think half of my day because I spend the other half to be at school for studying, so that the rest of the time will be in my room.
Right. Let's talk. So let's talk about parks and public spaces. Are there many parks and public spaces near where you live?
Yeah, I think there is many parks and like public space in my near my apartment because my apartment is relocate in the place that have like many buildings, so that there are many parks for children and people to like having exercise or playing there.
Okay. Did you often go to a park or public space when you were a child?
I think maybe yes, because I think my parents wanted me to enjoy my childhood in a positive way, so that I always like went to the park. Always went to the park when I was a child after the kindergarten time.
Okay. So what makes a park or public space a nice place to be?
In my point of view, park and public space, like I think the governments like spend a lot of money for buying trees and grass, so that children and maybe adults can like breathe in the fresh air and it also is have many space in there to enjoy.
All right. Well, that is the first part of the test. Now, for the second part of the test, I'm going to give you a card with a topic on it, and you will describe the topic in 2 minutes long. Before you do that, you will have 1 minute to take notes if you like. So here's your card, and you are going to describe a meal that you enjoyed. 1 minute for you, and I will stop your times up. Okay? Oh, so let's hear your topic then.
So I think one of the meal I have enjoyed in the past is when I'm in during the vacation to Korea, and it's in my hotel restaurant, and I have that meal with my family members and some of my friends during trip. And I think the reason why I really enjoy that meal is because that it tastes really good, and like the taste I haven't ever tried it before. It's like really like impressed me, and I think one of the reasons why I enjoy that meal is I can eat it with my favorite people, which like make me don't have to be serious during the meal. So I can focus on the taste of the food, and I have a good time during the meal. I can talk with my friends, eating like delicious food in Korea, which where like the food is really good.
Oh, that's all. So, do you often eat out in restaurants?
Uh, I used to often eat in the restaurant before during the weekend because my father working far away from my home, so that I can't see him like, very often. So that eating outside for in the weekend can have like I can eat with my whole family members.
Okay, well, thank you. So that is the second part of the test. Now, for the final part, I'm going to ask you some questions related to the topic that you've already talked about. Let's talk about celebrations then. Do people in your country prefer to have celebration meals in homes or in restaurants? And why?
In my point of view, people in my country really like to a celebration have a celebration meal at home because that like women in my country maybe their hobbies often their hobbies is cooking, so that their meal is pretty good and tasty, so that yeah, I think like maybe people in their family or enjoy their food too, so that they prefer eating inside than outside.
Do young people and old people prefer to celebrate occasions in different ways?
Can you say it again?
Okay. Do young people and old people prefer to celebrate occasions in different ways?
I think the answer is yes, because maybe the young people will prefer eating outside because they can like eat more different food and taste. But old people, they are familiar with the one taste which make yeah, you know, and yeah, I think the answer is yes.
In different ways? Anything else?
Like the older people, I think my parents and my grandparents prefer eat at home, and the food will be made by my mom or my grandma, so that, and I think people like they are like suitable with that.
So how do you think celebration meals will change in the future?
I think it will not change that much because that still have people who prefer eat inside and people prefer eat outside. But due to the development of like restaurants with like some of the restaurant now are like their dish to be like relate to the meal that people also, often cook at home, so that when some of the person who like prefer that the cook at home can eat outside now.
Okay, let's talk about hospitality industry then. Do you think it is a good industry to work in?
Can you give me different
right, service industry. So, okay. Well, that is the end of your test.
Okay.
Thank you very much.